The different steps in the literature review process. Number 1 step, define the research question. In this step, you may need to do some exploratory searching of the literature to just get a sense of the scope to determine whether you need to narrow or broaden your research question. Then you have to identify the databases that will provide the most relevant sources, and you will identify the relevant terms to add to your search strategy. You will have to identify various kind of vocabulary which fits into your research question and do the preliminary search, and then you will, after doing that, you can finalize your research question. Number 2 step, choose the databases and conduct the search. After identifying the relevant databases which is closest to your research topic, you will then conduct the search in the published literature. You will check to see if this topic, your chosen topic, has been covered in other disciplines databases too, and will examine the citations of on-point articles for the keywords, authors and previous research which you can find in the reference list of the article, and also the cited reference searching. The number 3 step is reviewing the result. You will save your search results preferably in a citation management tool such as Zotero, Mendeley or EndNote. These are very useful tools in the sense that you will have so many articles which will be quite difficult to navigate, and these citation management tools will help you organize your articles in a very organized manner. So that way it will be easier to see which your articles will be organized date wise, and your the journal name, everything will be presented in a very viewer friendly manner. Then also you will make sure that your search results have been cited many times. That is important because it helps to see if that work is considered foundational. So that way it will help to streamline the articles you have selected. Number 4 step is synthesize the information which is gathered now. You will now have your articles here, but it will also now will be very important to evaluate the strength and weaknesses of the individual sources, because you will now get into the deep reading of these articles to evaluate for bias. You will see the methodologies which these articles have adopted and thoroughness. You will then group your results into an organizational structure that will support why your research needs to be done, and that provides the answer to your question. And then based on those analysis, you will develop your conclusions. Number 5 step is analyze the information which is gathered. You will now seek to find if there are any gaps in the literature, where this significant research has taken place and who has done it. Is there a consensus or debate on this topic? Which methodological approach will work best for your topic? So these are some of the questions which are to be kept in mind, which are important consideration. And then the next step is writing the literature review. After all the searching of the published literature and analysis and synthesizing of your articles, it is time to write a robust literature review where you will. These are some of the important questions which are to be kept in mind in order to go ahead with the literature survey. And then the last step is writing the literature review. After all the searching and analyzing and synthesis of the published literature, it's time to write a robust literature review where you will pick an organizational structure which is basically your theme, your approach, the concept, the methodologies you plan to use for your study, and then you will organize your citations and focus on your research question and the pertinent studies, and in the end you compile all the bibliography.